Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. Today is see who will walk out as champion of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple.
Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Green Wave hoping that huge run puts momentum on their side.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. This time on target. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they have the first points of the game. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring in every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Already Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Baker. They've got the screen set up. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, it's out! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I love that. Is where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He caught it. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play under 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Extra point here will tie the game. And and he makes the extra point. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. One final play before the end of the quarter. Going to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. A fun postseason battle here, deadlocked at the end of the first. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Baker. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Let's it fly. Got his man. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
On the move at the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster.
Into the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They're dealing with a second and long. Handoff from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Green Wave lining up facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Tulane.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Baker. This one's complete. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Finds the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted for the 11th time. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Green Wave. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Smith. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Owls line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's awesome. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
The give to the back. Fights off the defender. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Under fire. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Swings it out to the flat. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Owls want to move quickly. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for room. It's McClure. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got his man on the right. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Baker. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. All right, stage is set. Let's see how it all plays out here in this postseason showdown. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
He's got it. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from Pater. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The running game has been thrown in reverse the last 2 plays. Would they dare try to run it again on 3rd down? Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got his man quickly. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
He's got it inside the 25. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, it's a 2nd catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Owl! And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the 4th quarter.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Rides to back and leaves it. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to the right side. There he goes. Lowers those pads. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tulane! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's awesome. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Back to throw, it's Baker. Zings it complete to the right. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the back. He wants to throw it again. He's going up top here late in the game. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown Owls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. You want to just kick the extra point, tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Get it out on the screen. Nice move there. Gets away from one, finds room. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. To the air on first down. Firing deep. Snags it on the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Glass. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking for space. It's McClure. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Got the back over the middle. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with third and 4. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, they're after him. Flushed out of the pocket. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice.
Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. They strike first here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Buys a little extra time. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man! That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime.
Touchdown, Green Wave! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Makes a grab over the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. First down for this offense. Trying to run, it's Hill. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the third touchdown.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the middle. Got it! Touchdown, Owls! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT. They They need this two-point conversion to send us to triple overtime.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him.